that you didn't get a chance to host last year, and here we are now.
I mean, it's awesome. Really the best thing in college baseball is getting to host, and so we're just blessed that we get this opportunity, and I think it's going to be a good spot to showcase our team on a national stage and get out of here with a couple wins, and it's just one step in the ultimate goal of winning the national championship. So here we go.
How do you go about prepping for an opponent you haven't faced? Like, is that just TrackMan data and scout? Like, how do you go about scouting for your?
I mean, the same way. I think there's a database that kind of has every team in college baseball you can look up, and honestly, I take it as a good sign because they haven't gotten the opportunity to see me either. And so their prep work is a lot harder than a lot of the teams in our league. And so, at the end of the day, it's no other than playing a team, no different than playing a different team. So I think just doing my work and trying to prep as best as possible.
Mitch kind of assigned everybody scouts again this year. I mean, you weren't here last year, but last year he kind of said, hey, you scout this pitcher or this hitter. Has he done that with you guys, or is it different for the pitchers?
Definitely for certain series, we get a guy, and then we'll kind of go over it in our scouting report. But I think that, Coach Dorman and the rest of the coaches do a great job of scouting, especially for us. I don't really know what the hitters or the hitters they do for their pitcher reports.
Right.
For us scouting hitters and everything, it's been good, and I think we've done a good job of that so far.
What was the message from Mitch after the 0-2 performance in Scottsdale?
Maybe 1-1.
Yeah, we went 1-1.
Sorry.
We won the second game. After the first game, that was just a bad loss. I think you got to give credit to the Stanford pitcher. He's a good kid. He had a really good game against us. But besides that, we needed to execute a little bit better. And I think that was understood. And the message that Coach Canham told us is like, hey, we need to play better, just plain and simple. We need to play a little bit tougher, and I think we came back and responded well. We got that second win, and then it kind of, unfortunately we didn't get to keep playing in Scottsdale, but I think it set us up for the future. We can rest now. We were able to, rest a few of our arms a little bit more and just have some more prep time, and so I think going into this weekend it's going to help us a lot, and just getting that last win was really important for us.
You've seen some big packed houses this season. That's going to be the ultimate, right, that you haven't experienced yet. So what is your expectation for that's going to be at Goss?
It's awesome. I expect it to be a lot like the Oregon series where everyone's, rowdy, everyone's very, very loud, and there's just no better place in college baseball than Goss. And so, postseason Goss, I haven't got to experience yet, so hopefully it's another level, even step up from that. But I'm just really excited. It's going to be an awesome time.
How have you approached the last 2 to 3 days? Has it been R&R and healing the body and resting, or has it been focused on scouting, or what's the last couple days look like for you?
I haven't done much of scouting yet. I think I'm going to get pretty deep into them after practice today and kind of the next couple days. But for the most part, it's just getting your mind right, getting your body right. I know we've done a couple lighter practices. Yesterday we kind of had a heavier practice, and then today should be a little bit lighter. But just kind of taking it no different. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no reason to treat it any differently. Obviously, they have to come in and play us at our house, and we're, I think the best home team in the country. If not just, I think we're the best team overall, but especially at home. And so I think that they're, why worry? At the end of the day, they've got to come to us, and we're just got to play our game and take care of business.
What was your reaction to the field and your draw and all that?
It was definitely, I thought we were a lower overall host than I was expecting, but at the end of the day, you just want to be in the top 16. And so I think just getting to host overall, and I like the draw that we were given. I know that there's going to be some good teams in there. I haven't gotten to prep exactly on them, but I know that they're three very solid teams. You have to be to make the tournament, and so they're going to come and give us their best shot, but we're also going to give them ours, and so it's going to be a good time.
So were you guys doing any scoreboard watching on Friday, or you personally, did you guys ever have any nerves that you kind of might fall out of that top 16?
I really didn't think so. I mean, it would have taken some really weird kind of moving around from the committee to not give us a host. I think that we've earned that, especially when every poll in the country had us at something around 6 overall. And for the entire year, we've been either a top 8 or a top 16 national host. And so I think that there would have had to have been some really weird stuff go on for us not to host, but it's always in the back of your mind, and so it's good to get that over with and just know for a fact that we're going to have a regional in Goss.
Do you know what your plan is for the weekend? Are you Friday, you're gonna wait maybe to game 2? What have you discussed what your plan is for the weekend?
Yeah, my plan should be to go against Tulane on Friday. I think that just keep the starting rotation the same way it is. I know that Jacob and Eric are both going to give us incredible starts right after too, so I've got all the faith in the world in them and the bullpen and the lineup. Hopefully lineup scores 40 runs a game and we won't have to worry about pitching too much. But overall, I'm not worried. I think that it's going to be a good experience for all of us.
Did you guys get together and watch the selection show together?
Yeah, we were sitting right in there yesterday and watching. It was pretty cool. Everyone was getting hype and fired up, and this is what we all play for. I mean, the postseason's the best time of the year, and so now that it's finally here, it's time to show what we can do.
I know that Scottsdale didn't go exactly how you guys wanted it to, but when you see a guy like Nelson have the outing that he had, just how much confidence does it give you guys, and how much fun is it to see him have that kind of day?
That was awesome, especially because you know that it's in Nelson. You know that he has all the talent in the world. He's an incredible pitcher, an incredible dude. And so finally get a little bit of consistency, go 4 innings like that and just shut him down was incredible. And I hope he takes that into the postseason. I know that he's a confident guy. He's going to take every bit of that and put it towards the postseason. And so hopefully that kind of unlocks something in him and he gets even better because he's got all the talent in the world, and I expect him to be fantastic for his time to stretch.
Obviously, you probably wish you could have used Kamat and Seago over the weekend, but just sort of seeing them have the weekend off, how much of an impact do you think that'll have for them at this point in the year to be able to have a week of rest before you get to this point?
I think that's great. They threw some heavier and intensive bullpens where they got some ups and some I guess simulated couple innings. So that was good for them. You get to rest the arm. It's not as stressful as a real outing, but at the same piece, I think whether they started or not, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to go out and dominate just the way they know how.
Just generally speaking, like, how would you assess where you guys are at and the vibe of the team, and just what kind of fuels your confidence for you guys to make a big run here?
I think we're happy with the results, but we're also a little ticked off. I think that we thought that this year we didn't play our best baseball, and we're still national host, and so I think we're playing with a little chip on our shoulder. And a lot of people are underrating us at, like I said, at 15, I think, and so I think just going out there and playing our game, getting to show what we know how to do, and making a big run and winning a national championship. I think that's the ultimate goal, and however we have to do, however we need to play those games to get there, I think that we're going to do it and we're up to the task. So at this point, I think it's just playing and getting out there and showcasing our stuff.
All right. Thanks, Aiden.
Thanks, Aiden.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Aiden.